this. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Welcome to the Off Label Podcast, your twice weekly dose of sanity in an insane world, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Shannon Sharp, former Denver Broncos tight end, has gotten a little bit of a Me Too allegation going on, and I don't know if I'm going to bite on this one or not. It's kind of early to tell, but you're going to have to judge that for yourself. Or yourself once you hear it. Sorry, I had to cough. We also have, apparently, Kanye West is releasing a song about giving his cousin Hummers, and he admits to doing it. It's a fucking weird story. We're gonna talk a little bit about that as well, and of course we got to go off on how Maxwell Frost was kind of owned on Fox News. He came back from El Salvador, and the Fox News host just kind of quietly ripped his ass a new one, and of course, we're going to talk about it. Tim Pool, everybody's all pissed off at him because he said, you know, people aren't dressing up when they go to the White House. And he went to the White House today wearing his usual garb. But the thing is, he wasn't meeting the president. We'll talk about that too. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot more. Ain't shit happening until this button is pressed.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
This is the first time that somebody blind has been asked to present a BAFTA, so Lee is going to tell me my bits from the auto cue.
It's a pleasure to be here today at the BAFTAs.
It's a pleasure to be here today at the BAFTAs.
To present the award for female performance in a comedy programme.
To present the award for female...
That was actually my bit.
Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't realise I
No. We're taking turns.
We are taking
No,
turns.
that's...
Who's next?
You are.
I don't know what to say.
That's because I haven't told you yet. The importance of women in comedy cannot be overstated.
I know, that's why we're here. Let's celebrate the women in the comedy.
That's the line you say now.
Oh.
Yes.
The importance of women in comedy, what was it?
Cannot be overstated.
Cannot be overstated.
So let's take a look. Oh, sorry, that's still your bit, Chris. Sorry.
You serious?
Yes.
Let's take a look is my line. Are they taking the...
No, I didn't write it, just say it.
So, let's take a look, apparently. Or a listen, I suppose.
At the nominations.
Yeah, you see that one well.
Stop talking.
That's what happens when you kind of make a blind man read a teleprompter.
Dude, that I saw that and I watched it like 4 times because it made me laugh every single time I watched it. When he's like, "Yeah, let's take a look." That's your line. Are you serious? Okay.
See, we got Shane in the house, Lenny Malley, Jennifer's with us. Louie's back. Louie's here. Louie. We got Lenny with us. Let's see. Jennifer O'Connell. And Glenn Crow's here. How y'all doing tonight? On the
You got
use.
ZG 2017. Welcome.
Yeah, that's Zone Girl. And be
That's
the
who?
one down there, Zone Girl.
Huh, hi. Hey, baby's here.
Yeah, so we got a little Me Too situation brewing here. Davey,
Bro.
give me the rundown before we listen to this.
So supposedly Shannon Sharp was in a relationship with this girl for like a year or so, and she claimed that he raped her while they were together. And so she's suing him for $50 million. $50 million she's suing him for now. So it's one of those. Remember the Mel Gibson tapes?
Yeah.
When Mel Gibson was Mel Gibson's girlfriend was going off on him. When Mel Gibson was going off on his girlfriend, and she was just, "Oh, can't you know, I can't even go to the pool without, you getting angry."
Yeah,
And
I
like,
remember that shit.
and this is not even close to that. This is not even close to that. The video of him, the audio of him, it's just like he was mad. And once again, she was just talking normally. And supposedly her lawyer is a guy that just likes to go after millionaires to get money for people.
Tony Buzbee.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's 24 years old.
Tony Buzbee is the same one that is prosecuting Diddy and Jay-Z.
And she's 24. What up, Joe? What up, Lenny? She's 24, and apparently, he said they met at a gym or something like that. And he said if she lost, they were doing a weight competition, and if she lost enough weight, that he would buy her tits. And then I guess they started seeing each other and whatnot. And then, and then
Okay.
this is coming out.
Well, I'm going to say this. I don't know if I'm going to believe this or not. Because there's way too much, quiet in this whole damn thing.
Yeah.
From what's said in this supposedly recorded conversation, from what's said in this, there is I want y'all to listen and just kind of, it's an uncomfortable pause, it really is, but just listen and kind of feel out how long it takes for the response on this. Go ahead and bring this up, though. Go to my screen here. All right, we got from No Jumper over here on Twitter says, the woman accusing Shannon Sharp of rape has released audio of an alleged conversation where he threatens to choke her. The clip, shared by her attorney, Tony Buzbee, features Sharp allegedly responding aggressively to her request not to manipulate her. Let's listen to this shit. And like I said, I want y'all to notice the pause in this and just realize it just feels something doesn't feel right about how long a person would wait to respond to this kind of situation. But
like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay.
well,
Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Like,
that was a long, uncomfortable pause for that just to say, I don't want to be choked. But did you notice the sound in the background of that? And how her voice was muffled anyway?
Yeah.
Let me go back to when she's just like, well.
Thank you.
okay. Well,
What is that about?
Well, because I'm trying to find the texts because I didn't think the texts were real, and then I heard Charlemagne say they were real. There's text message of her telling him that she wants him to tie her up, put her in a dog collar, and fuck her as hard as he can. Yeah, there's text messages of her saying that to him.
Well, then apparently she does.
While this whole thing, while she's claiming this whole thing is going on, and once again,
I'm glad it wasn't your screen I went to.
I'm telling you, stop going to my screen until I tell you to, Richard. I'm trying to find it, but I don't know if I can find it. But yeah, and then there's text messages of another one that was like, I can't wait till you come over and put it deep inside of me. Like, it's just like, it's one of those things where you don't know people's relationships. People have kinks.
Hold up. Tony, hey, Monkus, thank you for the gifted 5. Here we got Corey Klein coming in, Fart Squirrel 8888, Roger Needham, Will Polera, and I'm Too Tweaked.
Thank you
Appreciate
very much.
that, brother. Hell yeah.
You're the fucking best.
That was a while back there, but I just
because
I don't know what to think about this whole thing because okay, if this were a thing, these text messages, then I just see it as somebody just trying to steal money now.
You heard her pause once he said, "I will choke the shit out of you," and she went, "I don't like that." That's not a person that's just like, if you heard that and somebody's like, I'm gonna come in there and choke the shit out of you, you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you do that? She said it.
There would
Like,
be a
she
different
kinda-
reaction.
She kind of got a little soppy when he said that. She got her fucking chair got a little moist when he said that. She was just like, she knew they have a dynamic, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, there's a community called the kink community. Okay, that's why I
Okay.
say all the time, we don't kink shame, because there's certain people that like to do certain things. There's certain people that like to be tied up, certain people that like to be like hit. There's certain people that like to be, and listen, don't blame the messenger. I've heard of this shit. I heard of this shit. They like to be tied up. They like to be like bondage, all this stuff. So you don't know what people's dynamics are. So they might have a certain dynamic, and the pregnant pause that she had after he said that, if you understand it, you understood that she got a little fucking, her chair got a little wet when he said that.
There
And she
are
wanted to
some.
be like,
There are some. It's like she's constantly. Something's going on with a little bit of the noises in the background of her, though.
like what? What do you mean?
While she's pausing, it's like almost like that with like dry ass, with like cotton mouth. Hold on. You hear it? Hold up.
Yeah. You hear her?
That was a hard swallow right there.
Yeah. 'Cause her
There. You hear it?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's her, but that's another thing. Like, she knows she's taping him, but once again, she's like 24 years old. She knows she's doing. She's not good at being like hiding things. She's not good at hiding things. She's trying to get him, and she's like, and she's nervous about it because she knows anything she kind of says is like, his voice to her is a fuck. She's the whole time, like I said, the whole time, his voice to her makes her quiver in a good way.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's a setup for money, because once again, she's 24 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and Tony Buzbee probably got it in her ear or whatever, in her ear, and and was just like, hey, we can set him up. And she's probably angry that he's moved on. He probably has another chick now, and she's mad at him.
Wait,
So now she wants to set him.
You can hide a chicken. Glenn says you can hide a chicken
Where?
in your prison wallet.
No. Listen, Amanda almost got her finger broken the other day because she tried to put her finger in my prison wallet.
I don't
She
know. I just put the prison wallet
she
thing
almost
there.
she almost got. Listen, she there's a couple times Amanda almost got swung on because she tried, but no. I literally, I'm 3 seconds away from getting a tattoo, a fucking tramp stamp that says exit only.
That's a little gay.
How is that gay? It says exit only.
That you have to
It doesn't-
point that out. The fact that you have to point that out is gay.
Listen, it doesn't say enter at your own risk. It says exit only.
The fact that you have to announce that at all. I mean, let's just be honest. It's
Let's be
always
honest.
been that's never been a thing for me. My wife has gay friends, and they've never once tried to play with my butthole.
But there are guys like Harry Sisson who likes to get pegged, and you know, it is what it is.
This
Good on
motherfucker's
him.
gonna get hit with the defamation suit.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, I see all kinds of pictures of him and Chris Mowry just doing weird gay stuff all
Yeah.
over each other. It's all over Twitter.
So like, so I'm still trying to find these fucking
I don't even know why I got that mental image in my head.
different strokes for different folks.
I just got the mental image of those two gymnast dudes or whatever that have their like legs spread apart. And they're just like ball sack to ball sack with each other, and you got Chris Mowry's face and Harry Sisson's face posted over them. I just had that image in my head right before I lost it.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better, dude. I'm feeling a lot better. I was in that heart thing put me in a fucking deep depression, my friends. It was deep. And then me and Rich had that, like I said, me and Rich had a talk last week, and it was the same talk I had with my wife. And yeah, no, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. But Jennifer says, now ropes, on the other hand, some fibers are softer than others, I've been told. Oh, Jennifer, thou dost protested too much,
This
madam.
is the first time that
Oh shit! Why did you start? I was trying to close you when it
Oh,
started.
you fucked it up, Richard.
I did. I fucked it up. I'm still questioning, but I want to. Oh, I
Put your
did.
screen back.
Son of a. Why? Oh, because I wasn't even. I know. I forgot to share the screen over back here.
We're trying to be a professional broadcasting network.
Look, I'm doing the show and fucking being. I'm on camera and producing at the same time. Stop being an ass. Anyway, I wanted to bring this one up because he's actually responded to these allegations here, and he says, Shannon. This comes from Joe Budden Clips. I'm not gonna say your name, but you can see that on screen. Shannon Sharp addresses leaked audio. He says it's an edited video, and that lady edited video, and the lady Tony Buzbee trying to manipulate the media. You're calling Tony Buzbee a lady? Okay, I guess. I don't know, but here we go. Turn that down just a hair.
Friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do.
Listen. He just wants the world to know that he can go deep. That's why he doesn't want the 30-second clip put out. He wants the whole, put out the 10-minute video. Put out the whole 10-minute sex video. I don't care. Watch this. I mean, because we all heard him. We all heard him on that Instagram video where he was
Right.
going to town on someone.
Right.
So it's one of those things where it's like you want to put out Like, and I don't know if the Andrew Tate video, what it's about. They're saying that the girl was underage, but I don't know. Once again, you put out the Andrew Tate video where he's spanking the girl for being a bad girl, but you don't know their dynamic.
Right.
You don't know if that's what she wanted. You don't know if they have that kind of sex play. So they're going to put out a 30-second video of her probably begging him to stop or begging him to do something. There's great fantasies out there. It's called CNC, consent, non-consent.
Right.
Or sometimes girl just wants you to take her and she's just like, no. There's things like that go on.
Yes.
And if you play the video out of context and you play the video where nobody understands what's going on, it looks really bad.
Right. Oh, it definitely does. Especially when you got something like this, because I don't know if I'm gonna believe this one. I'm just coming into this. I've never heard anything about this. I don't care about sports or anything like that, but just hearing that little thing right there and his kind of response, I don't think this is real.
I don't. Like they have underground sex clubs, like where you can go and just do weird fucking shit.
Apparently, that's like in Congress as well. I mean, you remember Madison Cawthorn, the dude in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sex parties he exposed when he was ejected out of fucking Congress. Yeah.
He got dressed in a dress and got taken from behind like Stephen Hawking on Epstein Island.
I didn't want to go there with it, but sure.
Slap my legs. Slap my legs.
Yeah, that was a wild story, man. He actually, I heard the whole thing. I think it was on Tim's show. I heard the whole thing, and I was like, I wouldn't expect anything less from Congress. Honestly.
They're a bunch of fucking weirdos. People in Washington, if you talk to people who work in Washington, D.C., or you hear like interviews from people in D.C., they're fucking weirdos. They're all weirdos.
They are.
They all like weird shit. So
and they have the ability to play it out, and nobody will know. And even if something comes up, well, the weight of the federal government comes down on your ass. So, yeah, I get you.
I mean, look, fucking JFK. It was rumored that JFK and RFK were having spit roasts in a secret fucking room in a hotel. Like, we were reading about how there were secret clubs with Martin Luther King. And they were doing some kinky, weird shit.
I don't think I could fuck the same woman my brother would. Much less do it at the exact same time.
No.
See, that's,
I barely have enough. I couldn't even look at myself in a mirror. I couldn't fucking Patrick Bateman myself. I don't want to see what I look like.
Right.
Hey, you want to tape? You want to tape it? Absolutely not.
Be the one says, come on, guys, we just had Easter. The Pope just died. Yeah, the Pope did die. And there's a big thing about, what is it, 1,000-year-old prophecy or something like that? We got to touch on that too. But let's get off this subject before we dig ourselves a deeper hole. Because this is...
No. Listen, we talk about a variety of things, okay? I'm not just here for politics.
No, because this one's going to be weird too, ladies and gentlemen. You can go ahead and thank Davey for this one. From Kanye's own account here, a screenshot. Here for this new era. With another screenshot of Kanye West saying, this song is called Cousin, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years ago after I told him we wouldn't look at any dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14.
It's a weird song, dude. It's a weird fucking song. But, I mean,
After everything he's done, I couldn't expect less.
I mean, he talked about it in an interview, I think it was 2014, that his porn addiction started at 6 years old. Or five or 6 years old, like it said. And he actually admitted it on an interview. I forget with who. But it was like 2014, or 2019. Yeah, it was 2019. He was on a show and he admitted that he found porn in his dad's stash, but his mom had a different kind of stash. And yeah. And that started his porn addiction.
And he was sucking his cousin off?
Was his cousin Jewish? Could explain a lot. Yeah,
What in the actual fuck happened? Like, I don't even understand how this could be a thing.
I mean, we've
Well,
known
I understand how it could happen. I'm just saying, like, this is a mind fuck.
But we've known for a long time that Kanye has been wild. Okay, the man has,
insane.
yeah, the man. He's a musical genius, but you know, it's there's something deep inside of him that has bothered him for so long that he's doing everything he can to fight those demons. And I think, and in one of the part of the songs, he just says, talks about how he just wants to be with, and he sounds like he's talking about Kim Kardashian, like he just wants to be with his family, and you promised we wouldn't talk about it. You promised we wouldn't say nothing. Like he kind of tells the entire story in that song.
Right.
And you're like, damn. And then there's video and kind of like nudity, but like you don't know who it is. It's kind of it's a weird video. It's a weird fucking song. But once again, Kanye knows how to get himself back in the news every single time.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
But I don't know. Coming out and saying at 6 years old I was sucking my cousin's dick. I don't think that's the way you need to pop back into the news. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of those. I think he's trying to explain why he's been so manic the last couple of years. Like, and I think he's trying to just explain, because supposedly this album is supposed to be crazy, and it kind of explains why he did a whole like gospel kind of album where he was trying to find God and everything like that. And so, like, I think he was trying to find a way to get rid of it, and I don't think he can get rid of it anymore. I think he's come to a point where his life, come on, I'm 42, and I'll say whatever.
I'm looking at the chat there. My
I'm
friend
42.
that says smoking dick at 6. He's gonna get you street cred.
Dude, bro. So I went I was when I lived back in Jersey. I went to get a haircut, and I was talking to the barber, and we were just talking about traveling and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I've been. We were talking about Atlanta and how like the fucking roads are so weird, and how bad I am with directions, and how like I kept getting lost going like down south because all the highways are crazy. And we were talking. He's like, "You ever like just stay in Atlanta?" And I'm like, "No."
No.
He's like, "Bro."
No,
He's like,
you don't
"Bro."
wanna-
I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Down low. Every dude in Atlanta is on the fucking down low." He's like, and there's dude chicks, and I'm like, wait, I'm sorry, wait a minute. You're
Dudes
telling
and
me in
dude
Atlanta, Georgia, one of the places where people are like it's the hood, like hard ass motherfuckers, like you're telling me it's all down low? And he goes, "Bro, you have no idea."
I mean, a man's got to use his pussy to get money too.
But there's a huge rap scene in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm just like,
dude, take a look at Diddy. Does that surprise you anymore? That's all you got to do.
Now, no, but this was like fucking 5 years ago. I had no fucking idea.
That shit's been prevalent all throughout history.
Listen, call me ignorant, paint me fucking retarded. I had no idea. I
would expect it coming from that industry more than anything else.
Not in Atlanta. I'd expect it from Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'd expect it from Hollywood.
Dude, wherever they go, they got to have somebody on cue to get that nut. You know what I'm saying?
Not in Atlanta. That's the last place I ever would thought. Maybe Florida. Maybe like Miami, the South Florida, something like that. Hollywood, LA, maybe Arizona. But like,
look, the crazy thing is, I remember when the Florida gay used to be Miami.
Yeah,
you had all those crop top short people, or short people, dudes, just like, what was it, roller skating down the boardwalks and shit like that. I remember when Miami used to do that, not fucking California.
The birdcage with fucking Robin Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought Miami was at one point. That's what I thought Miami was. I thought it was all gays that were in Miami. I was like, hey, you want to go to Miami? No.
That's the way that was pointed.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah. And then when I heard Atlanta was like that, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Muffin's like, I was born in Miami. Explains a lot. Anyway. Atlanta, Georgia sucks, yeah. Yeah, apparently.
All right. I want to hit.
Be the one says, why did the Greeks develop olive oil?
Well, that was their wrestling parties. You know how they used to practice Greco-Roman by putting a shaft in an O-ring.
Yeah, teaching the young boys how to be men.
With that Roman chant there. The threat to choke her was not a great idea. Oh, Zone Girl is way behind. I think she rewound.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, I don't know, man. It's a wild thing that, Kanye West has a song out that talks about him and his cousin exchanging blowies.
I mean, I don't expect anything less. But again, I have to question. To get back into the news, to get back into the people talking about you, did you really have to come out and say you've been blowing dicks since 6 years old and it's been your cousin? Could you have come up with anything else from your past other than that?
How could you be so heartless? So you
Hold
don't
up.
believe me?
He was talking about wanting to go DEFCON 5 on all Jews, wearing fucking masks, having his wife literally walking around in that see-through shit. And now
Yeah.
he's just like, yeah, I was 6 years old sucking my cousin's dick.
Because he wanted to prove so badly that he was not gay. He wanted to prove so badly. Hey, look at my wife. Hey, look at her tits. Hey guys, look at her vagina. You guys can see all of it. Listen, I'm fucking this.
As he said that, there was tits and vagina that went past his screen.
It's like he went overboard. Yeah, Jennifer says, "Yep, Davey is definitely back." He went. Sometimes it's the people who always talk about like, "I'll fuck." No, I'm good. I'll lay that. I'll buck that pussy. Those are the people who you're like, bro, are you on the D low? Are you on the down low? Because you kind of trying to put it out there, like the 40-year-old virgin. Yeah, I've been in that. Yeah, I've tapped that.
Right.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Yeah, I've been with a lot of women. No, you haven't.
No, you can always tell. You can always tell.
Listen, I always tell everybody I barely satisfy one woman. I can't deal with two.
All right, let's hit this one up real quick because this one's gonna be fun, ladies and gentlemen. This is just gonna be stupid, and fun all at the same time. Because why? We got John Hassan here on X saying Tim Pool when other people won't dress up at the White House versus Tim Pool when he goes to the White House. Okay, the first picture. Zelensky refused to wear a suit when meeting Trump. The motherfucker's in the press pool. But they're trying to point that out. I'm sorry, this motherfucker wasn't wearing a suit when he met the president of the United States. That's what he was pissed about. Is he meeting the president of the United States? Because when he went to Mar-a-Lago, he actually wore a suit with the beanie. It was funny to watch. Is this really a thing? Are we really going to try to be mad about something like this, though? Where you at, Davey?
I'm trying to look up the picture of when Tim Pool met Trump. See if I can find it.
I mean, he had a video where he actually had an interview with him.
Of course, they don't have it.
It would be Tim Pool in a suit.
Tim Pool.
I remember seeing that image somewhere on Twitter.
Yeah, they don't have it.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay.
Me. Yeah, screw it. I'll just bring it over here.
Here, I got it.
Yeah,
got it.
there you go. Okay. There you go.
That's when Tim Pool was
Let me
in
take my camera
Mar-a-Lago.
out. Hold up. Yeah. Like that didn't exist. He was meeting the president of the United States. He met Trump. Yeah. He wore a suit. He was mad because Zelensky didn't wear a suit meeting the president of the United States. Not sitting in the fucking press pool.
By the way, one's a reporter and the other one is a leader of a fucking country.
Mm-hmm.
One's a reporter and the other one's a leader of a fucking country who's begging for American money, and you come looking like fucking Tim Pool.
Yeah.
You're dumb. You're fucking dumb.
Look, I got my reserves about Tim myself. I've got no shame in hiding that shit. But I'm not going to be pissed about this in any way. I don't
Taylor.
really care. But apparently
Taylor
everybody
Beatty.
wants to make a thing about it.
They're just mad that Tim Pool is in the press room. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They're mad that Tim Pool is in the press room. Tim Pool was actually asking some great questions.
Yes, he was. Do you have that?
No, but I can find it.
Represented in
I got it.
Okay.
Go to my screen here. This was what he asked.
many of the news organizations that are represented in this room have marched in lockstep on false narratives, such as the Very Fine People hoax, the Covington smear, and now what's being called the Maryland Man hoax, where an MS-13 gang member adjudicated by two different judges, I believe, is just simply being referred to as a Maryland Man over and over again. Now, in an effort from the White House to expand access to new companies, you've created this new media seat. So I'm wondering if you can comment on, following this expansion, you've had numerous outlets disparage the companies that you've had sit here, as well as the reporters. I'm wondering if you can comment on the unprofessional behavior, as well as elaborate if there's any plans to expand access to new companies.
Sure. Well, we certainly welcome diverse viewpoints in this room, which is one of the...
Many of the
I want to hear a reply now. I haven't heard that one yet. But I did hear his question, but I haven't heard her reply to that. I've never had the chance to actually sit down and listen, but I mean, he did ask a great question as far as that goes. Hey, these motherfuckers are literally just trying to lie to every single person. Are you going to expand what the hell you're doing with this?
Here, I got a longer clip.
All right, let's go to your screen. Go ahead. Oh, I got to unmute you.
room have marched in lockstep on false narratives, such as the Very Fine People hoax, the Covington smear, and now what's being called the Maryland Man hoax, where an MS-13 gang member adjudicated by two different judges, I believe, is just simply being referred to as a Maryland Man over and over again. Now, in an effort from the White House to expand access to new companies, you've created this new media seat. So I'm wondering if you can comment on, following this expansion, you've had numerous outlets disparage the companies that you've had sit here, as well as the reporters. I'm wondering if you can comment on the unprofessional behavior, as well as elaborate if there's any plans to expand access to new companies.
Sure.
Hey, by the way, Dylan Mulvaney's there.
I thought you were in Peru.
Look at this lady in the back, still wearing a fucking mask. Jesus, Christmas Carol.
Well, we certainly welcome diverse viewpoints in this room, which is one of the reasons we have you in here, and there's many new faces in this room in comparison to the previous administrations. We want to welcome all viewpoints into this room. We welcome unbiased journalists who really care about the truth and the facts and the accuracy, and you rightfully pointed out the Maryland Man story, which I, from this podium, when The Atlantic published it, on that very first day, I came to this podium and said, this is wrong. The press in this room have this story wrong, and we have seen more and more evidence come to the table that we have had all along. We were always right. The president was always on the right side of this issue to deport this illegal criminal from our community. And it is despicable to see the media
Because
continue
he's
to refer
bald,
to this
Buds.
individual as someone who is just a peaceful man living his life in Maryland. This was and always has been an illegal criminal, an MS-13 gang member, and a designated foreign terrorist. And the administration maintains our position to deport these individuals from our community. So thank you for being here, Tim. It's great to see you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that was a great answer.
That was a great fucking answer. It was a perfect answer. And everybody's there you're not the mainstream media. Like, you guys, they're so angry that people now have a voice, like us, who will make mistakes every once in a while, but will we'll tell you we were wrong. Or, we'll give you we'll tell you, here's the facts, and we'll bring up the facts. Tim is great at what he does. I don't want to say I idolized him, but I think he's one of the best independent journalist. Sometimes he frustrates the fuck out of me because he doesn't go in on some people like he should. But Tim will bring the facts and bring it up, and they'll talk about it, and then you'll have like the last episode he did with this, what was that chick's name? His last episode, I forget what, but this girl was literally, Tim was telling her something, and she was just on her phone trying to Google everything, and he was like, "No, this is this and this and this," and she's like, "No, but this is," and he's like, "No, this is what's going on. This is what's going on," and she's like, "No, but that oh, I'd never heard about that." It was the very fine people. One of the clips was very fine people on both sides,
Right.
and then she didn't. This girl who claims to be a news reporter,
Right.
who worked for the news, Jennifer with the dono, Caroline thanked him for being there. Yes, she did. It was great. But this lady was telling him, Rich and Davey, I don't get the disposable mods here anymore like you guys use. Can you still get them? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we can. Thank you for the
Yes,
dono,
we can,
Rhonda.
Rhonda. Thank you. But ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, Davey. Finish it up real quick. We got to go to Rumble.
I was just trying to see if I could find the clip of Tim schooling the girl.
All right. Well,
real quickly, but I can't. But
while
I
you're
can't.
looking,
So,
you got 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I gave you the link. We're going to Rumble.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?